Podcast, episode 154 with Superfecta. All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was The Abyss by Superfecta, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album set to release in June 2018, and right now I'm being joined by guitarist Dan Todd to share some stories about the music and share more info about the band. Dan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, John. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think there might be a cold trying to take me, but I'm fighting it.
Good man.
How are you? I know. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Yeah, the sun is shining in England for once, and I'm in a good mood, and I'm enjoying having a little chat with you.
Positive correlation. Sun is shining. You're in England. We're chatting. It's just it's like a check.
Let's not mention Brexit.
Exactly. It's a checklist. As long as all those things are met, we're good. Perfect. Let's go ahead and listen back to that track, The Abyss. Ryan, come back from the Abyss. Now, I love the energy that just kicks off and it never lets up in this track.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's a great track. I mean, it's a good track. I mean, nothing too pretentious about it. It's just a series of 3 sections, 3 riffs put together, and it kind of works. So, yeah, we're very happy with it. Getting good feedback. So, yeah.
Now, I'm curious, you say 3 riffs that you just kind of put together. Maybe take us through that writing process.
Yeah, I have this tendency, and even Carl, the bassist, we kind of write in 3 sections, 3 movements quite often. With that, and on the first album, Primal Instinct, there's a few songs that work to that template, and so yeah, it's just kind of 3 movements and they're quite defined in the way they progress through the song. So yeah, it's a thing that we do quite a lot. So. Yeah, nothing too contrived or too conceived. It's just the way it comes out sometimes. So we kind of like it.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question. Is if as you mentioned, with the bass player, it just kind of happens. Does it just kind of happen? And you're like, oh wow, there's another section of 3. Or did you guys actually set out to do it?
I mean, sometimes you sit down and you write a song and you think, I want to write a song like this, and sometimes it's just the way the things flow. Like the beer, it depends what mood you're in and how it comes out. So it's quite a dark song. I mean, the story behind the song is actually about depression and regret and love and all that sort of deep stuff. So that singer Rob's Italian. He's quite a deep guy. He writes books and he's into poetry. So he comes out with some quite deep stuff. So I just got to let him go on with it. I write the music and he writes the lyrics.
Well, actually, you started tapping into one of my next questions, which is tell us about the Abyss. What is the Abyss?
It's just a man's, a boy's journey, retrospective look back on his life, regret, the loss of a girlfriend, partner, and the temptation to, again, not the happiest thing, but the temptation to think, what's on the other side? Is it worth carry on? Shall we look what else is out there? So don't want to get too maudlin, too doom laden, but it's quite a deep. We're actually not that dark. We're actually quite happy people. So don't anybody sort of.
I love that. I love when songs like, well, it's about getting shot in the head, but really, we're actually really positive people. Okay, I believe you.
So when people say to me, what's the song about? And you kind of take them down this story and you can see their kind of heads drop and they start getting quite down. So I try not to get too deep about it. Exactly. It's just good rock song. It's a good rock song. You bang your head, stamp your feet. That's all you need to know.
Exactly. It gets white girls moving. They start buying things. That's all we need.
All kinds of girls, actually.
Oh, perfect. Even better. All right, cool. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track The Abyss, there's actually a music video for it. So if you go ahead and go to today's show notes, www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, you can go ahead and see the music video for The Abyss. Now, Dan, go ahead and take us through the music video. What's the inspiration behind that one?
Well, that changed in so many ways. It was supposed to be more of a Twin Peaks. I had an idea of, this weird kind of room. Red velvet curtains at the back and these weird creatures, all a bit Donnie Darko sort of feel. But my director said, forget about it. Unless you've got £50,000, we can't do that. So we had to kind of cut corners a bit. And it became more focused really direct on the lyrics. So we weren't really allowed to expand it into the vision we quite wanted, but so we had to cut back, as you always do with anything. You have these massive visions and ideas of how things are going to work, but so it changed along the process, like it changed on the way, but we're happy with it. It's a good, it's a really good video. We got the guys who made it for us. They work for BAFTA, they worked on Star Wars. We've got some top guys on it, and we've cut some good deals, and we got a great little video, so we're very happy with it.
Yeah, it's always fun when you find out that your ideas actually have, I was going to say dollar amounts, but, pound amounts to them. Like, oh, that idea is actually worth something.
Yeah, there's lots of kids in as well. There was children involved. Social services wouldn't allow us, so we had to stop that.
They wouldn't allow the children to go near the curtains. It was weird. I don't know why.
I can't talk about what was behind the curtain, but we'll not go too deep into that.
I know. And now we're not actually allowed to talk about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make your head droop or anything. We're actually really positive people.
From England. When the sun shines.
When the sun shines. Cheerio. We'll have some tape. All right, fantastic. Let's go and listen to the next track, Mannequin.
Around midnight, I saw a war can't place to go. I burned my thumbs on a nickel light, losing pieces on my dark side. Streets of hate took me away. Big screams keep the call of blood. Now I see the red feeling. Blurring faces in the crowd to die.
Rock Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, come back from Mannequin. Now, what's I love about this one is that it starts off in the beginning. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm getting a vibe for this song. And then like the AM radio effect or whatever kicks in, or like the radio dial. And I'm like, all right, now what's going on? And then this riff just comes in and this drum beat and everything. It's like, okay, you're here to kick ass and take names.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I wrote this Mannequin. I wrote Mannequin actually a good few years ago with ex-members of the band. This was supposed to be the first track of the new sound, and then my old singer had to leave because of illness, and my drummer went back to Bolivia, so I had to kind of start again. So this was written a few years ago, but yeah, it's just a kicking track. Everybody loves it. I actually thought it was a bit too heavy for mainstream radio, but a lot of people said to me, it's actually really poppy, it's really accessible, so we love it. So it's had great feedback, and it started us on our road to our new sound, which we're very happy with. Yeah,
it's interesting. I was listening to the track and I was like grooving, and my son's mom happened to be over because we were trading off our son, and she's like, oh, what are you listening to? I'm like, oh, this band that I'm going to be interviewing, and I pull it out, and she's like, yeah, that's you. And I'm like, okay, what is that supposed to mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah. She's like, it sounds like Nickelback. And I'm like,
Nickelback.
Yeah, Nickelback, the Canadian rock band.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
sorry.
She's like, it sounds like Nickelback. I'm like, well, then ka-ching. All right, ka-ching. The band's just going to make just gobs of money, ka-ching, because they found the recipe, thank God, earlier in their career, and there they are.
See, I don't know what to think about that. I've had a few people say to me, and a few reviewers said to me, you might be Nickelback. And to be honest with you, I've never really got into Nickelback. Not because I've just not got around to exploring them properly. I've heard a few tracks, and I know they get a bad rap in the rock world. But man, if I end up $10 behind them, I'll be happy. I'll be happy English money, I tell you.
Yeah, it's one of those funny things I always like to talk about, that nobody likes Nickelback, yet who goes to their arenas that they sell out?
I mean, you can be. It's too easy to get very snobby about rock music, and whether it's jazz, blues, rock, metal, and you can get too up yourself about it. So I don't really care. We just write great music. I hope we do. If people want to compare it to Nickelback or Velvet Revolver or Tool or whoever, we don't care. Just there's always somebody who's going to like it. There's always people going to hate you. So you can't take too much notice of it.
Well, go ahead and tell us about this album that's going to be dropping in June.
Yeah, it was going to be 10, 11 tracks, maybe some couple of bonus tracks later on. It's a real mixture. I mean, we also got Mannequin, we've got the Abyss, we've got a couple of tracks. We've got quite a 70s vibe, a New York Street vibe. I mean, there's a track on there called Ghost that's going to be out for a movie in July, August. It's very dark, very Sabbath-esque. So there's a real mixture of taste and influence on there. So that seems to be hooking in lots of different rock fans. So again, but it's not nothing we really contrived. It's the way it comes out. All the guys in the band have got quite different influences. It seems to work as we come together and write the music. So I think you'll like it. If you like Mannequin, if you like Abyss, you're going to love the rest of the track of the album as well. So we're very confident and excited about it.
Perfect. All right, so for Rock Metal Nation, who is currently frothing at the ears, they love the track The Abyss, they love the track Mannequin, they've watched the 2 music videos, they are now just totally psyched and pumped for this album that's going to be coming up. How can they find out more information about you? Is there a website that they should go to?
Yeah, just keep visiting superfectarocks.com, our Facebook account, Superfecta Rocks, Twitter, Instagram.
All right, well, Dan, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing Superfecta with Rock Metal Nation.
Superfecta.
Hopefully just found your new favorite band in Superfecta. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation!
Rock Metal Nation!